news, rely on the Weather Channel. We keep you ahead of the storm. In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Well, wet weather can be found on both coasts today, while the nation's midsection is warm and dry. Good afternoon and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Mike Motley.
And I'm Jill Brown. The west coast is seeing one system come in, while northeast it's a system that's going out. We'll check them both out. Let's start you in the northeast, where we have some showers, not a whole lot of heavy rain, but a few spots are going to end up getting it. Can you tell where our storm is? Well, around low pressure, everything circulates counterclockwise, and so you can see the spin here. The low is over the open water and certainly was at risk of developing into one of those coastal storms that produces the high winds, the coastal flooding, the big waves. We're really having kind of minor effects from this one. It's not strong enough or close enough to cause you a lot of problems today, so good news there. And actually, by the time you get over to the Syracuse area, you're in the sun. Pittsburgh is a little warmer than some of the neighbors to your east because you are in the sun. We'll check that out in a moment. But of course, if you stick way out there closest to that area of low pressure and away from anything to block the wind, it could be gusty today. Chatham, Mass to Watch Hill, Rhode Island, gale force winds are expected. Now we think that this should be pretty marginal. It'll be on the lower end of that range, maybe occasionally gusting to 40. The higher chance of seeing those winds, again, probably the islands, those areas that stick farther out there that don't have anything at all to block the wind. You are close to that area of low pressure, and around it we're pulling in some of that moisture from the Atlantic, so we think you'll see some heavier rain as well, and a lot more people will suffer from that than from the strong winds. Temperatures actually not that bad. 51 Boston, 57 Elmira. There's Pittsburgh, just a little bit warmer because you have the sun, but I'm sure feeling much, much better than you would if you were in the clouds at Philadelphia and New York City and what you have in Boston. And it gets worse, Boston. Look at this. A band of heavier rain. Looks like that's about to back into the downtown area. Providence to about Groton, New Haven. This band is headed your way and definitely out toward Montauk Point. You're probably seeing that heavier rain right now. Those bands that do come in could certainly produce a ½ inch to an inch of rain in a short period of time. But it's not very widespread as you go farther south. It sprinkles around D.C., Charlottesville, Roanoke. You might see a few showers if you're traveling on Interstate 81. But Fayetteville, this is not a thunderstorm, just basically a stationary rainstorm, and it's really produced some heavy rain. We do have some flood warnings in the area. It looks like it might be diminishing. Do you see how some of the orange is beginning to shrink down a little bit? Definitely good news. We've had quite a bit of rain just today alone that's caused the flooding. Now we think we may see some thunderstorms. Yesterday we had some thunderstorms here in the southeast, about the same area. Expecting to see a few today. and those produced hail, and that may be the biggest threat today. Occasional gusty winds with thunderstorms and maybe a little bit more hail. Now you'll notice that so far so good. We're in pretty good shape. Just a few recent lightning strikes in northeastern Tennessee, and Myrtle Beach, you've seen a little cluster of thunder showers coming through. Now remember that rain shower around Fayetteville, you notice there was no lightning with that, so just constant heavy rain. Myrtle Beach, a thunder shower, pivoting out to sea, and you should be looking better in another half hour to an hour. Most interior sections actually nice today. Florida, you look terrific. Full sun, 70 in Orlando, comfortable, not too hot yet. 72 in Tampa and 74 in Miami. Texas, you're just as warm. As a matter of fact, Texas is likely to be hot today. But it's not an all perfect picture. We'll tell you about some of the problems that may be coming up when we look at our forecast in a minute. Dan?
Well, high pressure is creating beautiful conditions for you in the plains and in the southwest, but wet weather moved in overnight over Oregon, and precipitation is slipping further down the coast into northern California. Let's take you to the Midwest first and show you what's happening. Not a whole lot. We're looking at a cold front coming down from Canada, and we're looking at a couple of clouds with the system, but high and dry and nice into the Midwest, and things will stay that way for today. Now we'll look and show you on satellite. We're seeing clear skies over much of Illinois, Indiana, and into Michigan. Some cloud cover over Wisconsin and some more with that frontal boundary, but the Midwest is nice and quiet and dry. No rain around Sioux Falls right now. Looking at the temperatures into the Midwest, we're at 61 at Flint, Michigan, to 65 at Sioux Falls, 67 at Minneapolis, St. Paul, and 65 at Bismarck, so not too bad. International Falls, balmy at 64 degrees. Now into the west, we're seeing a system coming on shore, bringing showers and cloudiness into northern California, into Oregon, and also into Washington State. We're looking for a chance for some thunderstorms into the Pacific Northwest later on tonight. We're seeing a little fog, too, along the Sierra Range. Showers north of San Francisco going towards Eureka. The front coming on shore in northern California through central Oregon, and showers on both sides, mainly on the western side of the front and the low-pressure cell. We're seeing those light showers pushing from light to moderate, pushing from the south towards the north, so just north of San Francisco. Along Interstate 5, you're seeing showers there. Showers along I-5 also in the Willamette River Valley. And in between Portland and Seattle, lots of light to moderate showers along Interstate 5, too. And we're seeing some scattered light to moderate showers around Boise, more so towards the north in the middle of Idaho. Temperatures into the west, Boise at 66, San Francisco 57, and Los Angeles at 59. What's on tap for your forecast in the west and the east? Jill has a look.
All right. Well, looks like more showers developing. Not all day long, but on and off sprinkles. Perhaps some heavier rain, again, closer to that area of low pressure, heading in toward New York City and parts of New Jersey and definitely southern New England. Meanwhile, it's a nice mild day out here in the plains, and we just have some scattered showers in the west. Sounds kind of like in the east, right? This rain moving out, that doesn't mean a picture-perfect weekend for you, I'm afraid, as this front will slide back into the northeast for some rain